by Ernest Hemingway. He was a great novelist. He was an American English writer. He was an American military man who fought for a long time during the First World War. This novel is known as the masterpiece of his novels. He wrote A Farewell to Arms and the Man. Also, these novels are the masterpieces of his writings. Santiago is the old man playing the role of the old fisherman in the novel. It is a realistic novel based on the real story taken place in the life of the old man. The old man is none but the writer of the novel himself. In this novel, the autobiographical note is found of the writer. In other words, it may be described as a long story. Santiago has played the role of the fisherman. He has been fishing in the sea for a long time, but prayed no fish for more than 2 months and cursed himself as an unlucky man in the world. He cursed himself as an unfortunate man. In course of fishing, he went 85 kilometers far away from the seashore in the sea. He was cursing his fate, but a young man, Manoli, consoled him and helped him in fishing. At last he caught a big marlin and hooked it in his boat. In course of fishing, he was shivering because of rainfall and cold wind blowing over the sea. When the marlin, a big fish, was caught that began to fight against the boat to save her life. To protect the life of the big marlin, shark and other seabirds began to attack on Santiago and wounded him badly. The young man, Manolin, helped him in course of fishing and boating. They became too much tired and fatigued. Now they reached the sea beach. They saw the big marlin, but the flesh of the big fish was eaten away by the shark and the sea birds. They found at last the skeleton of the fish when they reached the sea beach. They became very sorry and unhappy and found nothing at last. That is the real story of the novel. Through the story of the novel, the writer wants to convey the uselessness of the life of a man in the world. Throughout the life of a man struggles for his prosperity and existence of power, wealth and prestige, but at the end of his life he became vagabond and died empty-handed. His life becomes useless and empty, and only his skeleton body is left on the earth. Everything is lost. A man can be destroyed, but he cannot be defeated. That is found in the a story of this novel. The hero of the novel has to fight throughout his life in his profession of fishing, of catching fishes in the sea. This is the story of the novel. This story gives us a nihilistic philosophy of life, of uselessness. At the end of a man's life becomes useless, and there is nothing left for him. A man can get victory over problems and sufferings at the end of his life,